So what the hell's a major scale? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Sound of Music, okay? The movie, Sound of Music. So what that is, do, re, mi, fa, sol, that is the absolute nucleus, the heart of all music theory. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. The absolute, from there, all music theory comes forth. I can't stress how important this next 5-10 minutes, hour, however long it takes me to explain it, will be. So you recall, in the last video, we talked about whole steps and half steps. So, a major scale is a very specific combinations of whole steps and half steps beginning from a certain point of the alphabet. Ah, goddamn, what the hell did I just say? First off, let's get this clear. For this, we said whole step earlier, right? A whole step equals 2 points, 2 shifts in movement, two steps, right? From the alphabet, from A sharp, B, 2, right? A half step is 1. A half step is 1. Whole step is 2, half step is 1. Now, what I'm going to show you next, get this tattooed somewhere on your arm. Recite this until you're sick of it. You ready? The secret code of life. It's right here. Oh man, yeah, that says secret, not Soviet Union. No, it says secret code. Okay, here we go. 221 2221. Whole step, half step. Whole step, half step. 221 2221. What in the name of all that is good does this mean? This, my friend, this right here, this is the major scale. This is what it is. 221 2221. Now I can't have two of my pages shown simultaneously, so you'll have to bear. I could just write it here. That's fine. It's tough because everything I write, I have to write it backwards. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm so sorry. I should have done this before the video's over. You can fast it forward. My 2s look like 6s because I'm writing everything backwards to make sure it looks fine to you guys. Now it looks fine. 221 222. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm scared because this is gonna be a little tough. We're gonna start everything with C. C, okay? C. This is aside from this video's point, and just take my word for it. You'll understand why in the future, but every pitch, every note, we call it a tone. Tones and pitches. C, the note C is the center of the tonal universe in music. C is the tonal center of the universe, of the musical universe. Everything starts with C, okay? You could say like God's note is C if you want to do that. All right, my gosh. So what we're going to do here, let's start with C. What I want you to do is that imagine this code here as a sequence of hopscotch, like hopscotch. We're going to begin with C, okay? Now let's apply the first movement here. The first movement is whole step. It goes whole step, half step. Let's just do the first 3. Whole step, half step. So we're going to begin with C. So what's a whole step up from C? The first note is C. Moving up a whole step would be D. All right? What's the second movement? Well, whole step, all right? So another whole step. A whole step up from D is E. Okay, so C, we started with C, whole step, C, D, E, C, D, E. Now we get our first half step, whole step, half step. From E, it goes from E, half step is one movement, goes to F. So starting from C, C, whole step, half step. Whole step, or starting from C, whole step, half step. So let's write the results right beneath it. So far we got C, D, and E. Okay? Oh, actually, no, we went all the way up to F. Excuse me. So we applied the first three movements. Whole step, half step, starting from C. C goes to D, goes to E, goes to F. So these are the results right here so far. Oh, is your head hurting yet? So we're currently on F right here. F. So now we got 3 whole steps and 1 more half step to go. So from F, we got another whole step. So from F, what's a whole step? Whole step from F, G. Now from G, we need another whole step. Now I know this is kind of like, but just do it in your head. G, a half step up from G is G sharp. A whole step is 2 half steps, right? So a whole step up from G, here's a half step. What would be the next note after G sharp? We would go, I'm sorry guys, the lighting. We would go all the way back to A. There would be another A right here. It goes on for forever, but let's just imagine like we're going back. So from G, well, we started at F. A whole step up from F is G. A whole step up from G is A. Goes to A. And then we have another whole step. A whole step up from A is B. And then the last thing is the last half step. Half step up from B, boom, goes to C. So we started with F. After we got these out, we got F. So F, whole step, half step. So G, A, B, C. So let's write down the results here. B. Crap. I wrote it wrong. G. How the hell do you mess up writing the alphabet, man? So, beginning from C, we went from C, whole step, half step, C, D, E, F, and then whole step, half step. From F, whole step, G, whole step A, whole step B, half step C. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. You see that? And if you were to play those notes in sequential order, how do you think it would sound? I could play it on my guitar right now, but just take my word. It's da 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 da. Here's your C. I don't think it's in tune. Anyways. So what we just did together, from the alphabet, we learned the sequence of whole steps and half steps that comprise the major scale. And we applied this by beginning at C. And by applying it at C, this is what it yielded. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And therefore this sequence of notes, these are the notes that comprise the C major scale. This right here is the I don't want to write, is the C major scale. This is the C major scale. What does that mean? This sequence, if you apply, we began at C for this exercise, but what's another note you want to begin at? Let's say we begin at, let's say a weird note. Let's say A sharp, something really tough. If you apply this 2-2-1, 2-2-2-1, beginning with A sharp, let's say a whole step would be from C, another whole step would be D, half step would be D sharp, whole step, whole step, whole step, and then half step. Those notes that would yield would be the notes that comprise the A sharp major scale, or B flat. But you get what I'm saying. You take that sequence 2-2-1, 2-2-2-1. You begin from an arbitrary note. And then the notes that yield from that are the notes that make up that respective major scale. That's how major scales are. That's how they're from. That's where they come from. Now, that's a whole lot to take in. So, take it slow, all right? Take it very slow. Check out the next video before going into exercises. I'll have some other tips to go. I would add it, but this is fucking 12 minutes long. I'm so sorry, guys. I have no sense of pacing. Thanks for watching.